Hello and welcome on in. My name is Magic Bun Bun and I am a tarot and oracle reader. As you can tell by the title of today's video, we are taking a deeper look into Aries season. What can you expect with this new astrological year starting off in Aries? What can you do with this energy? What do you need to banish with this energy? Okay, and just a little thing, if you want to know like what is this? Why do you see names on the screen? YouTube, welcome to my Twitch layout. I do occasionally stream on Twitch. What you see here are PI chat, this little box that's over here. Actually you would see text, that's where chat would be, so on the screen. So don't mind that. This is just because I really like the setup and I wanted to use it. Okay, so I've got 3 decks that are in front of me. I'll switch over to the next screen so you can choose the deck or choose pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. So you'll be able to make a decision based off of that. Just a little bit of housekeeping stuff, some things that I am doing besides just Twitch. You can check my other social medias for more tarot content. I am hosting a full moon group ritual plus reading, and actually the private part of the readings will be taking place here on YouTube if you choose to opt in. All that information will be in the description box below, and you can actually see this Ko-Fi link here will actually take you to, it's not just for tipping, it is also where you can get to my shop and my commission, so you can book private readings with me. If you can't make it to like a Twitch stream and you would like a private reading, you can always book there. So again, for that full moon in Virgo coming up on the 18th, I am hosting and holding space for those who would like to participate in it. It is $11.11, and what we're doing is banishing self-neglect, toxic work relationships, stagnant energy, imposter syndrome, and low self-esteem. We're banishing all of that in order to receive inner peace, self-love, and some clarity. So if you want to know more information about that group full moon ritual happening in Virgo, happening this Friday, March 18th, please look in the description box. All that information will be there. All right, so let's get to the fun part. Let's pick the deck so we can find out what's in store for you for this Aries season. Okay, everyone, hydrate or take your sip of coffee. So good, hazelnut coffee. Love it. All right, let's switch. Make sure to edit that out. Okay, so here we go. We have our 3 decks here. We have pile number 1, which is the Desert Illuminations. And at any point, if you already know which deck you want to work with, all you have to do is go in the description box and you'll see pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3 with a timestamp next to it. And you just click on that timestamp and it will fast forward you to your reading, okay? So I'm going to show you just a little bit of what these cards look like for each deck, so maybe that will help you in deciding. Again, pile 1 is called Desert Illuminations. We've got things like cactuses, chilies, daggers, and it should be jugs. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. And jugs. Very colorful. So if you're feeling attuned to that, that is pile number 1. Pile number 2 is a favorite, a fan favorite of the channel. We have, this is also a pip deck, which means only the major arcana and the court cards are really illustrated. All the other ones will look like this. This is the Tattoo Tarot. So you can see we really love our tattoos here. So if you're feeling like this might be the perfect deck for you, or if you like, you know, the number 2. And then the last one is the Stunning Tarot. Right off the bat, we have the Emperor, which is interesting considering this is for Aries season, and the Emperor is attached to the zodiac sign of Aries. And so this has a lot of strong pops of color, so maybe this is calling to you. Okay? So those are our 3 options. You can pause the video if you need to take, you know, a few deep breaths and really select which deck you want to work with. Otherwise, if you know where you want to go, if you're ready to get to your reading, let's go into it. Also, remember, these are still general readings, so not everything may resonate with you, and that's okay, because that means that message was meant for somebody else. You trust your intuition when it comes into this. You'll know what is meant for you and what isn't. And if you want to do an energy exchange, please, you know, you can always give me a tip through that Ko-Fi link that I explained earlier. Other than that, I will see you in your reading. See you in a bit. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Oops, let's get everybody back over here. Let's get everyone over here. Welcome to your reading. Hope you're ready for this. ready for your reading, ready to know what spirit, your higher self, your ancestors want you to know for Aries season. What are you going to be initiating? What do you need to release for this month, this season, this Aries season? You know, we're starting the year off strong, fiery, getting projects started. Let's see where maybe you need more help, more planning. Let us find out what it is that you need to know. Any jumpers? Nope. Okay, so that's fine. We'll just do this. First up, 9 of Cactus, 7 daggers, and the Tower. Very interesting. Queen of Chilies, 7 of so 7 and 7. Okay. And 2 queens. Okay. A very intuitive reading happening. I'm just trying to get all the cards. And the World. Okay. So let's get started. Again, we're going to be starting with tarot, and then we're going to move on with oracle afterwards. Let me actually zoom in a little bit more here so you can see the beautiful, colorful artwork as best. I'm sorry for the glare. Okay, so we're starting with like the World card. This is kind of what's pushing you towards trying to complete something. And also this is about like, you know, Aries is the beginning of a season. So we're trying to really wrap up and tie up any loose ends from Pisces season. And we're starting with the new astrological year. We have the fire. We've got some Mars coming in with this Tower energy. Okay, we have 2 figures. This could also be representing both of these queens, possibly having a falling out. The Queen of Chilies is related actually to Aries. I attuned the Queen of Chilies, which is like the Queen of Wands, with that Aries energy. And then the Queen of Cactus is going to be with Capricorn energy. That is just what I personally attuned, because Queen of Cacti would be Queen of Pentacles. So that would be like the zodiac that is attached to those 2 particular cards. The Tower is that Mars energy, which is really close to Aries. It actually rules over Aries. So we kind of see a lot of momentum and building, but there's a lot of self-independence you've been wanting to work on, financial gain. You might be losing money. There could be theft from you. With that 7 daggers, that you maybe have been trusting someone and they're stabbing you behind the back. Keep that in mind for these energies. So if you know any placements, I know sometimes it's very hard to find those placements, but someone might be manipulating the situation behind the scenes. This is to make it more aware. So maybe this friendship or this business partnership needs to come to an end for you. Okay, pile number 1. And that's okay, because you need to rebuild something. We're going to start new and fresh. This is a perfect time to rip things down so you can rebuild it. Okay, so then we come into the 7 of Pentacles, trying to really think about I'm going to hold this up this way. So really thinking about like, where have you invested your time, your energy, your money, making sure that you didn't put it all like into one of these cactuses, into one project, that you're able to pick up and get moving. Okay, so don't resist that. Don't try to focus in solely into one financial project for you. This is why it could be leading to a falling out. We get a little bit of trickster, manipulative, maybe an energy vampire with that Queen of Chilies being present. Someone who's taking up the spotlight. They're taking it and stealing it from you purposefully. They're purposefully manipulating the situation. And they're tearing down things that you have built up to where you have to cut them out completely for your own sanity and so that you can take care of your own family and your own things. We also see this with that Queen of Cactus, that you're kind of like, things are just out of balance. And we get that with that Tower. Like, we understood that when that Tower card happened, when things might be falling apart for this season in Aries, is because you're going to build something and you're also having an aha moment. That lightning strike is like when you know, the equivalent of like when they say a light bulb just like went on above your head. You just got a new idea. So you're going to have to run with this new idea, and you're going to have to do a lot of restructuring and trusting your intuition, and also receiving help as well. You don't want to lock people out. You just need to be able to trust the right people. So that might be what's really strong for you for this Aries season. I'm pushing everything over because I'm going to bring in some oracle cards, and I need the space. I'm going to keep them Here we're going to see with the oracle cards what spirit has to say via the oracle. So overall, with just the tarot in mind right here, this is about stability, and like your world might feel like it's coming down and crashing. You may have really trusted this person or these people, and this can also be a connection between your energy and your body. Like your body is betraying you, doesn't have a lot of energy, but we're not nurturing it enough, we're not taking care of it enough. You need to either seek maybe professional help with that, or really like feel your body out and realize, where is it weak, where do you need to work on it, are you feeding it correctly? Like maybe old habits have been holding you back from investing into like other projects, other, like if you wanted to start a new business or an entrepreneurship. These two cards actually in particular are high entrepreneurship cards. They're about also influencing others, but one is also like letting the material side of things take over, just wanting to buy, and that's where like you're losing your money. With these cards here, you're losing it because you just keep buying things and you're not using it to, like that whole saying of like sometimes you have to spend money to make money. All you're doing is spending, and like those habits need to come to an end for this season so you can go into the next phase, okay, and actually start gaining momentum. Really look at those finances for this season. I was gonna say month again, but I meant season, for the Aries season. Okay, let's find out what you need to surrender. Okay, pile number 1. What is it that you need to truly surrender to really embrace this season? Pile number 1, what do you need to surrender? Surrender to divine timing. I'm going to read this because I know it gets blurry on my camera. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. And we have another like tower, it's the bell tower. And that's like, it's even in the position like where you're like, okay, we kind of need it to come crashing down because you're trying to really push into divine timing or trying to rush a project, which may lead to its own destruction, you know, because maybe you run out of money in doing that, like because you're trying to pay for it to be done faster as well. And some of you just need to like chill and relax and understand that you're about building, and this is why you can't invest all in one place. You have to be able, and this is for some of you for social media accounts, you might be, for some of you who are doing entrepreneurship, who are thinking about a business, who are thinking about showing your artwork or anything of that nature, you can't put it all into only one social network. You're going to have to kind of tap into a few different ones. You don't have to do all of them, that would be overwhelming. That's where we see this burnout energy coming from, but you're going to have to put it into to like find like a top 3, you know, like or top 4 if that's the case, or you know, like start with one and then slowly bring in another one, and you feel like you've kind of like got one narrowed down. You're like, okay, I can handle this one, let me add it, you know, start adding to this next social media. Surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself and focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. That is that confidence that you need to have from that Queen of Chilies, that Queen of Wands energy, is focus in on yourself. Focus on your own power, your own strengths, and also boost up your confidence. Another thing with these two cards being in reverse, both of them mimic more 2 aspects. One is taking care of yourself, you know, boosting up your self-confidence and also nurturing your body. Okay, and then they also have another side of who has stolen your voice. You need to really ask that. And is it yourself in this scenario? You and your higher self are not seeing eye to eye. You're lacking confidence in yourself and you keep comparing yourself to other people. Maybe you feel like this is like thievery. If someone like has stolen your idea and you're like, oh my gosh, they took my idea, what am I going to do? Someone like was backstabbing to me. And it's like, you're still going to do it better because you fully thought of this idea and you can see how you can make it your own. So don't let that stop you, okay? Don't let it like be the end to your world, to your journey. Surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. That's specifically to that nurturing, especially if you need to ask for help. That's what we're just kind of saying here. You know, trusting, learning to trust the right people, learning to trust your intuition. If someone's making you feel like you need to end that toxic relationship, whether it's a work relationship, a business partnership, you need to just put put an end to it, then do it. Do it so like you can end also that kind of, I get the feeling some of you might be hearing or feeling like people are gossiping behind your back. Okay, let me pull. Oh, never mind. Those just fell to the floor. We're going to pull these ones instead. What else does Spirit have to say? And then after this, we're going to put some self-care and an affirmation. Wings. You've never needed those wings to fly. It's just about like not holding yourself back. We also have another tower being present. This tower is a very, very strong energy. We have our third tower being present in all of this. Like when you see the tower as well, it's about seeing where you're going to land and being prepared for that, being prepared for the fall and calm, cool, and collected to make your next moves. You're not going to let yourself, fall and hurt yourself and like, not get back up. You're going to rise from those ashes. Princess, you can be your own knight. You can save yourself. It's a new beginning. It's a fresh start. Really beautiful for Aries season to see this card popping up. You can be your own knight. You can rescue and save yourself, okay? Villain, you can always rewrite the story. Some people are always going to see you as the villain no matter what. No matter what you try to do, they might be comparing themselves to you and always villainizing you. And this is where we see that backstabbing happening here as well, that gossiping. Okay, so Aries season is going to bring to light a lot of relationships between you and other people, particularly two people or one that has both Capricorn and Aries placements within it. Like that is a possibility just because of these two cards being present. So let us wrap your reading up with some self-care that you can do for this month to kind of give you that time to nurture yourself. Pile number 1, what can you do to nurture yourself? Movement. This for some of you, we see this as a yoga pose. Some of you might want to really take a deeper dive into yoga. Some of you, this is just about moving your body, getting up, walking along a beach if you have access to that, or a lake, just finding that time to move your body. This is also about another aspect of nurturing. For some of you, this is just gentle stretching that you just kind of add for this month. It doesn't have to lead into anything more than that. Make a meal. Just literally what we were talking about was, having to nourish your body. What have you been eating? Have you been providing your body with the right amount of fuel it needs in order to operate, so you can build a better connection with your body. Some of you, this is where this like deepening needs to happen, is a connection between you and your body. It's mind, body, and soul. We're seeing a lot more aspects of energy in your body needing to really have that love and support for yourself, learning to love yourself, allowing yourself to love yourself. You know what I mean? Like you deserving it, learning that you deserve that type of love. Okay. And then card on the bottom, hydration. You need to drink some more water. You need to make sure you are keeping yourself hydrated. Kind of falls into the momentum of make a meal, movement. It's just like all like health concerns, or just like, making sure you're watching your schedule, making sure you're watching out what you're eating, what you're drinking, just making sure you're staying hydrated. This might just be like a little, hey, like have a glass of water next to your desk, making sure you have it there. I know some of us, like myself, are drinking some coffee right now, so making sure that there also is a glass of water nearby, just so that you can like stay hydrated throughout the day, is a good habit to have. Okay, let me grab the affirmation. Thank you so much if you made it this far. I truly appreciate it. Please let me know what you thought of this reading in the comments below. If you liked the pile that you picked, if you like these cards, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, useful and helpful critiques. I love to read them, you know, and just, you know, you can join us in the Discord, join us on Twitch. We'd love to have you there. And I say we because it's a nice, beautiful community who also loves horror and video games like Dead by Daylight. Love-hate relationship, I should say. So, you know, you can always join us and chit-chat. All right, what is the affirmation for pile number 1 for Aries season? I live in the paradise of my own creation. Camera, are you? Oh, there we go. I live in the paradise of my own creation. And we see these beautiful blossoming flowers happening, and it just kind of rings true to after the tower has been demolished, after, you know, old habits have been cleansed, things are going to regrow for your benefit. Even if it starts out small, it's going to grow into something very beautiful for you for this season, which is a really great start to the astrological new year. Cleanse outdated stuff, outdated beliefs about yourself, you know, actually do some spring cleaning if you need to, if you can, declutter, you know, take charge of your meals and hydrate and make sure you are moving. Okay, pile number 1, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed your reading for the day. You know, please drop me a comment like normal, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome on in. Welcome on into your tarot reading using the Top 2 Tarot. Okay, I know that looked bad, but we're going to do that again. Do not worry. Okay, so like normal, we're going to be starting with tarot, and then we'll be moving on to some oracle cards. Okay, so we're going to find out, what does Spirit want you to know for Aries season? What do you need to be wary of? Or what do you need to be, you know, like, hey, this is coming. This is great. You know, these are my blessings. What do I need to release in order to receive them? Okay, so we'll be doing, how many times can I say okay in one video? Please don't do a drinking game to that. You do not want to get wasted, okay? Yeah, I heard it. Okay, Spirit. What do you want pile 2 to know? What do they need to understand? What do they need to receive? What do they need to banish? And yes, we will be using self-care and affirmation cards after this as well. Not just those. We'll be using different oracles, but we will be using those so you can get some self-care and affirmation ideas for Aries season. So no matter how brutal potentially this reading could be, you'll still end with something positive, okay? So don't be scared. We have 6 of Swords. Okay, 6 of Swords, moving towards the past. Okay, Knight of Swords, some Gemini energy coming into there. And then 4 of Cups, a little bit of boredom. These spices, ooh, 10 of Coins. Okay, 7 of Cups, not too bad, not too bad. Oh, and the Devil, but in reverse. We can work with that. We can work with that. That's okay. Oh my gosh, please stop. Please stop, Bun Bun. 2 of Wands. All right, let's put those tarot to the side. Okay, and let's start right here. I heard it. Yes, I did. I know I said it. Need to ban the word. Okay, so the 2 of Wands is our shadow card. It's our king card. It's like the crown card for our spread today. And it's kind of like a decision that has to be made, but it kind of like a lot of uncertainty. So this Aries season could be bringing a little bit of uncertainty, maybe financial uncertainty. We're kind of looking towards the past a lot, kind of like a lot of, like I say, like a lot of hesitation, where we need to really be not aggressive, but we have to have a lot more confidence for this season, for this Aries season, to embrace changes. This is a fresh start, a new astrological year. We have that Knight of Swords energy, so there could be miscommunication. There could be miscommunication with something you've been trying to get, or something you're trying to get clarity to, with that 7 of Cups being present here. So we're kind of like trying to clear the fog, trying to make a choice between all of these options. You've been wanting it really clear, but you want to make sure that it is not coming from a place of boredom. With the 4 of Cups energy, this is kind of telling you, like, hey, do you want to actually bring in new opportunities, or kind of like, are you filled to the brim already? Like, do we need to release some opportunities, something that maybe you haven't been really working on very much, or it's always been on the back burner for like, well, maybe all through Pisces season, maybe all through Aquarius season, or something that's been like even all year long for you from, 2021. You're just like, I haven't really touched this. Do I really need to bring in a new opportunity, or do I need to, or can I bring it on? Will it ease my boredom because now it's a new thing that I can be distracted by, a new skill or a new passion project, something of a muse nature that's emotional with these cups. So this kind of is like telling you to really meditate. And this could also be dealing with emotional habits. We have that Devil card. We have that Capricorn energy in reverse, making sure that you're not really bored, that you seek toxic and toxic like habits, or habits that are holding you back from succeeding. For Aries, this is like your opportunity to really cut those strings and to release yourself from that boredom, things and opportunities, or people that have been draining your cup. This can also not just be dealing with authority figures with that Devil card. I'm trying to hold it up so you can see at least the artwork on that. If my camera would like to focus, that'd be great. This could be dealing with someone who's like dull, who maybe is too serious, too stern, and they're emotionally draining as well. You can also call them like an energy vampire at that point. Maybe you need to put protection between you and them, and like you need to have your space for this Aries season, because you need to be able to get your fire back. You need to find your passions again. You're just like, because we don't want this to happen. You don't want to go from like 4 cups, 4 possibilities, and then have 7 of them where you're just like, oh my gosh, this is too much. Like, this is too much. I need to really narrow it down. This is about bringing it down so you can handle these situations and changing your habits as well. Again, with the 2 of Wands coming into here, it's about acknowledging all the information you've been gathering and now applying that so you can further see where the next step is going to be. This is also, for some of you, lack of planning. You're not taking this very seriously. You're not taking your boredom seriously. You're just kind of at stagnant energy, and we don't want that. 10 of Coins, maybe you've just reached, this could be you just recently got some money, but you're looking towards the past of like, where can I get more money from the same source? And it's like, you can't anymore. Kind of like it's been drained. We need to move on. We need to do something else. What you're trying to do isn't working now. We need to find a way to get rid of this stagnant energy, this boredom, this new, we have to bring in something new and fresh, and something that you're very, very passionate about as well. Something that when you see it, it just kind of lights up your world. You don't have, like, when you see all these cups in front of you, it's like the cup that's like the shining. It's the holy grail for you in that sense, okay? And that's why we're going to have to really look deeper into, also for some of you, that is your shadow side. How can you embrace this? Because maybe acting a certain way, like this portrayal of yourself, like you aren't actually being truthful to your own words. It's just a two-faced nature. It is a very much so a persona that you put up in front of others, and or in front of an authority figure, and it's not truly how you would like to act or how you would like to be. This is about boosting your confidence for this Aries season, okay? Pile number 2. Also, for some of you, you are trying to be guided by the divine with this 6 of Swords being present here. I always make sure, because I always get freaked out that it says 6. I know it says 6 and somehow I read 9. I don't know. So don't mind me. So, when we see this, like some of you are trying to be divinely guided. They're trying to show you the way. We see like a little sun peeking through this card too. And it's more of like you keep looking towards the past. You keep looking towards, also for some of you, you're looking towards family or community, okay? A community that you're trying to build, but it hasn't been successful, or it's not actually the true support system, because there's an illusion that is about it. And this is about trying to break those illusions. Break also, not just if you're feeling like you're being fake in this scenario, but if other people involved are being fake in this scenario, like they're only trying to use you to get something out of you, right? And this is why we kind of see like this eye crying in the background too. Okay, let me grab the surrender cards. I'm going to bring in some oracle. It's kind of why I was pushing everything over for a second. Let us find out what you need to surrender for Aries season. Pile number 2, what do you need to surrender for Aries season? Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. And that's where that looking back energy is coming from both that Two of Wands and the Six of Swords right there. It's always kind of like you're looking back to where those opportunities like kind of gave you, you know, where maybe you had some financial success and it's just like, you know, or success like building a community, and it's like you need a fresh start. You need to surrender to success and understand there's abundance to be found elsewhere. Surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. So don't work yourself too much. This really connects with that Devil card. This is telling us to not overwork yourself, you know, trying to overwork yourself to reach that success. Like if you're trying so hard and you're trying to make it work, it could just simply just lead to burnout, all right? Let's get this last one. Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Kind of pairs up beautifully with that surrender to rest and to sleep. Some of you have been, like I say, working so hard, and this is why we see this attachment to this Devil, which is like that Capricorn energy. You know, Capricorns always said that you're very hard working, you're very dedicated, very consistent sometimes depending on the situation, but that could also lead to boredom and it leads to burnout. So sometimes you have to just stop those actions to really also to figure out where, like, if your mind is foggy, you're not sure where to move on to next, like have some non-action to really deeply think about this. Think about your communication style. Think about, you know, anything writing or dealing with documents, like rereading it to make sure everything is clear and concise to you as well. Okay, I'm gonna bring in these guys. The Green Witch Oracle. What else does Spirit or your higher self want you to know? Pile number 2. Regeneration. So, I was just thinking it's kind of the same thing. We even have an Aries symbol into here, okay? And so it's kind of like, you know, regeneration, taking care of yourself. We still have that fire energy. Like, in order to keep the burn consistent and flowing, we don't want that burn out, like the candle just snuffing out, right? Affection, some more fire energy, but Taurus peeking into there. Some affection, some love. Some of you just really need that time, even if it's with yourself and not like with a partner or anything like that, but showing yourself affection and love. And also we see that little cat in there. There's also meaning to trust your intuition, okay? And then we have clarity, grounding that energy out, okay? And also we've got carrots. You know, if you like carrots, maybe you want some carrots. Hold on, moving my mouse out of the way. And it's interesting, we have that one, we're starting off strong, okay? So that clarity, we're kind of bringing that clarity from that fog happening there. For the month, or the season of Aries, for Aries season, you're going to be bringing in more affection, some clarity to your situation, and doing so via like non-action, having some rest. Let us find out. Let's get some more self-care going on into here. What can you do for Aries season for some self-care? Pile number 2. Even with the symbols being on those cards, someone might be trying to do potion work. Maybe using like body oils or essential oils to really help that regeneration, that feeling of that. Of also rejuvenation is also, I guess that's the word I was really thinking about, is rejuvenation. But regeneration is regrowing, regrowth. That sort of things, and maybe affection like self-love potions or something that brings you clarity as well, since we have that eye being present here. Eye and intuition. Okay. Pile number 2. What other self-care activities can you do for this season for Aries? Spend time with some animals, you know, stuffed animals, or some, if any of you do divination, you have any animal type decks that you would like to use, because you also have that there. We have this double affection for your animals. Spend time with your animals. Show some love. And if you don't have any animals, maybe you want to, what's it called? like I said, just get some stuffed animals, something squishy that you can really hold and cuddle with, okay? Maybe you need that moment, that time. Or go on TikTok or Twitter or something like that, or so any form of social media, and just look at some really cute videos, you know, with animals being present. Connect with fire. So fire is strong for you for this Aries season. Aries is a fire sign. Some of you really need to connect with fire, but this is also about your inner fire. This is also about like really connecting with it. So when you can feel when your flames start to get low, what do you need to rejuvenate that? What do you need to really bring your flames back up? You know, what is causing your flames to go down? And for some of you, this is just dealing with fire magic. Of course, as I say this, make sure you're safe when dealing with fire. And then we have look to the stars. So we have this, some of you might be really connecting with Aries season with the full and new moon phases, connecting with the moon phase as it goes through different zodiac signs, but really connecting to the stars and really grasping the energy of Aries, okay? Let us end your reading with an affirmation. If you made it this far, really, really thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to do this tarot reading for you. Oops. Put that back down there. You know, if you would like to join us for more tarot content in the Discord, all those links will be in the description box below. You can always send an energy exchange via Ko-Fi if you feel inclined to do so, but you don't need to. And I think that really, really covers it. So thank you again for being here. Please make sure to drop a comment and, you know, let me know what you thought of this video. All right, let's find out pile number 2. What is your affirmation for Aries season? I trust the timing of my life. Everything I want comes to me exactly when I need it. There we go. I think my camera, it's a gold foil, so it might be kind of hard to read. I trust the timing of my life. Everything I want comes to me exactly when I need it. And we see all the planets aligning here. Like I said, we have moon phases. So if you are thinking about getting into astrology, Aries season might be a really great start for you to initiate your study in astrology, into the planets. Even from just a scientific standpoint, if you just wanted to learn more about the planets and not like astrology, or, you know, maybe a combination of both, you know, this will be your sign to do so. Keep that in mind. Pile number 2. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let us find out what spirit, oh, there's a fuzz, what spirit has to say to you about Aries season. Get back over here. We haven't even started. Let us find out what spirit or your higher self, or potentially even your ancestors might be present. What do they want you to know about Aries season? What do you need to know? What do you need to receive? What do you need to banish? Plus, also we'll be doing some self-care and affirmation cards. So we're going to start with this tarot, and then we're going to bring in some oracle afterwards, okay? So let us find out what it is that your higher self really needs you to know for Aries season. What do you need to take charge of? What are you going to be initiating? And even initiating could be letting go, because this is like spring cleaning season, all right? You're going to be starting this off with, you know, really releasing in order to make it light and be able to gain momentum for the rest of the year. Okay, let's get this started. Queen of Wands. Okay, so very interesting. Before I continue on, I attuned the Queen of Wands energy specifically with Aries. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We'll come right back. We've got the Star, bit of Aquarius energy, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the Death. Sorry, that took me just a second. This is Death. We see the rebirth happening in there. It always throws me off because it's one of the only cards in this entire deck that doesn't have anything written on it. It just has the number 13 on the top, okay? But that is the Death card. Still, don't be nervous. Don't be scared. Actually, it's a really great card to have, especially that Scorpio energy. So Aries season, now Aries is ruled by Mars, and in traditional astrology, Mars also ruled over Scorpio as well. Even though nowadays in modern astrology, you would hear that Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. And then we have the Chariot. Wow. And we're going to put this card right here. Wheel of Fortune. I just want to kind of put that there, and I'll have a reason for that in a moment. So we kind of see, and I'm actually going to start right here, actually. So we're going to see this. They have the Chariot. We've got some Cancer energy. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, some Jupiter energy, expansion. A lot of victory for you, pile number 3. Okay, a lot of victory heading your way. Getting started on your path, your journey. Really great momentum. Also leaving the collective. Like, and I say this in a sense of like, because you're starting your own individual path. Okay, so this Aries season is about individuality. And we see a lot of between these two tens, because cycles are coming to an end. No matter how painful they might have been, we see these cycles coming to an end, and we see that fate has been kind to you. Fate has been on your side. It's been kind of directing your path, and you've been taking advantage of it in a good way. Like, you've been taking advantage of your good luck, okay? And you're going to be having a lot of good luck for this season. And it might be very hard though for some of you, because you're going to see like needing, you know, like I said, you have the Ten of Swords. Challenging moment is to really release and let it go. And when we see this collective energy here from that star, it's about making like new wishes, seeing the other side, seeing a new perspective. Also that Aquarius energy, you're wanting to see things in a new way, envisioning things in a new way. And this could lead to financial security. This could lead to building a community that is really close and dear to your heart. That Queen of Wands energy, okay, like a lot of intuition, a lot of confidence, a lot of like, she's a bad bitch who, you know, has her shit in order, and she's very influential. She has this kind of power that people look up to her, and this is the kind of influence that you have because you're feeling so boosted by your confidence and boosted by that of fate that has been on your side, okay? What might be challenging though is, like I said, you don't want the influence of others to kind of guide you along your path. You're going to have to let those mentalities, those mental thoughts go. This is about your own unique vision. This is why this path or this season for you is about rebirth, and some of you that is a long journey. This is something that it will give you though a fresh start, which is really good. That Six of Swords energy, you don't want to keep looking towards the past, you know, like maybe that glory that you had from the past, like Pisces season, Aquarius season, or something that's been going there. You don't want to keep looking for that to come to pass, or like how good it was and expect it to keep going, because the other side to the Wheel of Fortune, the kind of always has like a little bit of a warning attached to it, which is also that Ten of Swords. All good things will come to an end eventually, because you're going to be moving on to the next phase. And like we have all of these tens being present, so strong change for you, a lot of things coming to a conclusion, but that only leads to now we have this rebirth card, we have this transformation card happening. For some of you with the Death card being present, there is going to be a message within this reading or within the season of Aries, especially if you do your own divination or you like to watch a lot of other divination, either YouTube, not just mine, but like anything like YouTube, TikTok, all that sort of stuff there. You could be receiving a message from your ancestors or for someone who's passed on. Death always kind of has this message: do not fear it. It is neutral. It doesn't take sides. But for some of us with that Death card being present, there is a message from a past ancestor that is trying to reach out to you and send you the sign and trying to guide you along your way. The Six of Swords has also been attuned with energy of like divine guidance along your path, taking you away from turbulent waters, okay? And you have to process that turbulence. You can't keep going back into it and be like, I can fix it. I can make this work. And it's like, no, you have to see it from a new perspective. Also, when I see like a lot of like this mentality, when I like, you have to get away from the collective, if anyone from the collective is making you really doubt your unique traits, making you feel like, you know, you're weird and you don't belong, and it's like, you know, just scrap all those ideas. That Ten of Pentacles brings us to a conclusion of like really inviting and creating your own community of people of your own, if you want to say it, your own weirdos. There's nothing wrong with that. Whatever is weird makes you unique, and people would like to hear your perspective. They want to be around you. You have this guiding force, this light, especially with that Queen of Wands. Don't let anyone drag you down in that sense, okay? So very good luck for you, pile number 3. I'm moving everything over because I'm going to bring in some oracle cards, but I still want you to be able to see these cards, because sometimes the oracles like to basically double down on some of the messages here. Okay, let us find out what it is that you need to surrender, pile number 3. What does Spirit want you to know that you need to surrender? What does the universe, what does the divine want you to know that you need to surrender in order for growth to happen, for this change, this rebirth, this momentum, okay? Surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. And I get this like more in the momentum of like, okay, so you're letting these things come to an end. Do not resist these endings. If you feel like you need to kind of like take your mind off of the situation, find something to play, do something fun, do something that's just for yourself. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. I'm just trying to pick this up at the same time. About a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. We were just kind of discussing that. If people are making you feel, making you feel icky, making you feel, I'm actually going to zoom out just a little bit. Making you feel icky, making you feel, unappreciative. Trust the wisdom of your body and do not try to force this relationship to happen between you and them. It's like we see these two horses there. It's kind of like they're going on their own path. They're finally splitting and separating. And then surrender to the wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected with the ecstasy of flow. Okay, so surrendering to the wonder of all of yourself, or surrender to the wonder in all of your own magic. We also have like, this is kind of mimicking that pose of the Queen of Wands, carrying yourself high, shoulders back, head up, taking on the world, okay? Also, because the wands, like she's there, she's holding her power in her hands, and she's not caring about what other people think. She's doing her own thing. Okay, let me grab... Actually, we're going to use these ones again. I think these are really, really perfect for this reading. What else does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know for Aries season? Pile number 3. What does Spirit want you to know? Spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. And we see a trio here. We just see someone like doing their own thing, and also what's the word I'm looking for? Not embracing. Well, like, yeah, embracing your own voice, but like that Queen of Wands, she wants people to look at her. She wants people to see her. She's like not afraid of it. She's not going to hide anymore. So don't be afraid to use your own voice. Find the authority in your own voice, okay? Sword, make that change. This is about cutting things out. For some people, it's like cutting your hair. It's changing your style. It's becoming something fresh and new, and just like embracing the way that you feel beautiful. It's surrendering to the wonder and awe of yourself, okay? And having that confidence. And then bitch fire. We have stand up for yourself. Do not let anyone else make you feel inferior. Do not let anybody else put you down or take away your joy and your ability to play and have fun. Do not let anyone hold you back. And this may not even be like a person like in real life that you know or via social media. It could be with yourself, with your higher self, or with your your lower self. Like your higher self and your lower self aren't seeing eye to eye. This was what I was trying to say. That you are more of adhering to your critique. Maybe some of you need to do some shadow work. Maybe some of you really need to tune to your body to listen to yourself and understand like where these icky thoughts are coming from and how can you deal with them. Do you need help dealing with them? What can you do in order to get rid of these negative thoughts? Okay, let me grab these self-care cards. What can pile number 3 do for some self-care ideas, some self-care inspiration for Aries season? What can you do? What is some self-care inspiration that you can do for Aries season? Dance. We got dancing and singing. We got that movement. We got that momentum. It just pairs perfectly with like, don't be afraid to sing and to dance and to move, okay? I don't think YouTube likes me saying this, so we're gonna add a bonus card for you as well. But this is just because of YouTube. It's just, otherwise you get it. You know how to do it. And this could be, again, with yourself. You don't need a partner for this. So keep that in mind. And clear your energy field. Clear your energy field, which is actually really great to start for Aries season. Also, for some of you, this could be dealing with some sex magic. I'm just going to put that out there, okay? But clearing your energy field, you can do a smoke cleanse. You can just clean your house, clean your space, some of you, this might be attachment to your altar. You need to clean up your altar, refresh it, renew it, so you can like meditate in front of it. You can light some candles on it safely, so you can like connect with that bitch fire in you. And this is where I get that divine feminine energy with this bitch fire, allowing like those emotions to take control and to really express yourself. And here is the bonus card. We got beauty rituals. Some of you are going to want to do some beauty rituals, okay? And this could be moisturizing your skin, drawing sigils on your body. You can use moisturizer like to draw sigils and protecting sigils on your body, or like just sigils that make you feel powerful, or runes if you're into runes and you want to use that. And then you just like moisturize it in the skin. Sometimes when I use like my oils that I make and stuff, I will put the oils in symbols on my arms because I don't like it on my fingers, and I just rub it into here. And it's a bit of a beauty ritual because it's like really nice moisturizing and like skin softening oil. All right, let me grab your affirmation. Let's end this on a positive note as well with affirmation for pile number 3. What is it that you need to know? What is it that you need to hear? Thank you so much if you made it this far in the video. Please drop a comment. I do love to read the comments. You know, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you made it this far, I do appreciate it. You know, join in the Discord if you would like more tarot content and connect with a tarot-loving community who also loves horror and Dead by Daylight, although I should say that's a love-hate relationship with Dead by Daylight, but we have a lot of gamers in there too since we like to spend our time on Twitch. Okay, so thank you again for being here, and let's end this with your affirmation. Let's find out what affirmation you need for Aries season. I am surrounded by love and support. I am surrounded by love and support. So when you don't see it, when you don't see that love and support, know that it's not just people, it's the universe, it is spirit, it is the divine, it is the, like I said, the universe, your ancestors. We see those hands being present here, and hands gathering together here, that there could be a trio of you, like, you know, oh, we even have a trio here. We have you guys coming together to really love and support each other. And this could also be like, we see 3 figures here kind of coming together to create something very powerful, that you are surrounded. You just have to see it from a new light, from that star card, okay? Know that you're not going to put yourself into darkness, and you're not going to self-isolate. You're going to build that community and be a part of a community that you're really proud of, okay? And that's going to see your uniqueness and rise above it all. Okay, let me make sure you got that. I'm surrounded by love and support. Okay, that was your reading, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please leave a comment. I love to read them, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.